In a developing story tonight, we have learned several new details about the death of Missouri Auditor Tom Schweik.
Just a few hours ago, Governor Nixon appointed his senior advisor and former chief of staff to be the next state auditor. John Watson is going to serve until a permanent replacement is found.
Mr. Schweik killed himself yesterday in his Clayton home near St. Louis. This afternoon, we confirmed his memorial service will happen next week. It'll be at 10 on Tuesday morning at Episcopal Church of St. Michael and St. George in Clayton, where Schweik was also a member.
We know Schweik wanted to address allegations yesterday, and that's why he's scheduled to meet with reporters shortly before killing himself. Schweik claims the chairman of the Missouri Republican Party made anti-Semitic comments about Schweik, and Schweik isn't even Jewish.
This afternoon, Governor Nixon canceled his trip to Cuba because of Schweik's death. The First Lady is now going in his place, leaving on Sunday. Her travel costs, by the way, are paid for by the Hawthorne Foundation.
And earlier this morning, Jay Ashcroft announced he suspended his campaign for Secretary of State until Schweik's funeral services are held. The Republican from St. Louis is the son of the former U.S. Attorney General John Ashcroft.
Just one day after Schweik's death, we're also learning new information about how contentious the governor's campaign was getting. And
we're also hearing for the first time a voicemail that Auditor Schweik left a St. Louis newspaper reporter just minutes before he fired the single shot. ABC 17's Daniel Wynn has been looking into what was behind the radio ad that cast the Republican candidate in a not-so-flattering light. Daniel?
Yeah, Joey, the blatantly personal attack ad was from the group Citizens for Fairness in Missouri, which is a group that only claims to have taken about $80,000 in donations. That's according to state ethics records. $65,000 of that I found was from the Adam Smith Foundation in Jefferson City, which I could not find any records on them. The ad is based on the Netflix TV show House of Cards and makes reference to Schweik's small stature, and even says his Democratic opponent would squash him like a bug that he is. As a warning, some of the people may find this content disturbing and disrespectful in the wake of the auditor's death.
Is he a weak candidate for governor? Absolutely. Just look at him. He could be easily confused for the deputy sheriff of Mayberry.
While we may never know what caused Auditor Tom Schweik to kill himself, there are more than enough theories out there. His run for governor was just announced less than a month ago, and his critics were already lining up. This ad was about as personal as you can get.
Schweik is an obviously weaker opponent against Democrat Chris Koster. Once Schweik obtains the Republican nomination, we will quickly squash him like the little bug that he is.
In the last few minutes of Schweik's life, the Post-Dispatch reported his wife was in the home with him as he reached out to St. Louis Post-Dispatch editor Tony Messenger to set up an interview for later that day. Those were likely the last words of Schweik's life. This is the voicemail the Post-Dispatch released today.
Tony, it's Tom Schweik calling. If you can have a reporter here at my house at 2:30. I'm willing to speak to both the Post-Dispatch and to the AP only about this matter. I would give a brief prepared statement, which we would videotape, and then can answer questions from your reporter. This is only for you two, and I hope you'll make it known that I'm doing this. But give me a call and let me know if you can have somebody here at 2:30. To me, this is more of a religion story than a politics story, but it's your choice on who the reporter is. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Now, the Schweik family has not yet spoken out, and there is no word yet if the funeral next Tuesday will be public.
Thank you, Daniel. The auditor's office is still running despite the loss of its leader. Today, the office stayed open, being run by the deputy auditor and the chief of staff. It also released a new report, by the way, about property seized during police raids. The department plans to issue another audit next week about the Joplin School District.